Welcome back to Toronto Maple Leafs News today. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates about the Leafs. Today, we're diving into a hot topic that's been stirring up some major debate among fans: the future of former captain John Tavares with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Earlier this week, I posted an article discussing how the Leafs would be judged based on how they handled the situation with Tavares. There have been rumors that the team might not offer him a second contract, potentially letting him go or trying to move him. My argument was that after everything Tavares has sacrificed for the team, the Maple Leafs owe it to him to treat him with the respect he deserves. I emphasized that the way the organization deals with Tavares will reveal its true values. By re-signing him to a team-friendly deal and allowing him to retire in a Leafs uniform, the franchise could uphold its reputation as a player-friendly organization that values loyalty. His contributions on and off the ice should place him alongside Maple Leafs legends like Darryl Sittler and Mats Sundin. In my view, keeping him on the roster would honor his commitment and strengthen the team's future success. But the response from fans was anything but unanimous. Tavares sparks a heated debate among fans. To say that readers disagreed with me would be an understatement. While there was some support for Tavares and recognition of his contributions, most of the feedback I received was highly critical. The overwhelming consensus was that Tavares is no longer worth his contract and that his performance has declined significantly. Given the intensity of the feedback, it only seems fair to present the fans' perspective, which is very different from mine. Point 1. Some fans still see Tavares as a leader. A segment of the fan base still appreciates Tavares' leadership and consistent point production since joining the Leafs. They acknowledge that his $11 million annual salary might be steep, but they also understand that this was the deal the Leafs offered, and Tavares accepted. These fans believe that while he may not be the player he once was, he remains a crucial part of the team's success. They suggest that he should be offered a contract more in line with his current production, possibly around $5 to $7 million per season. Point 2. Concerns about Tavares' defensive play and salary. On the other hand, some fans argue that Tavares is no longer worth his hefty salary, especially as a third-line center whom they feel is defensively below average. These critics believe that the Leafs can't afford to pay him $5 to $7 million for a role that doesn't justify such an expense. They suggest the team should be more cautious with his next contract, potentially offering a much lower salary. Point 3. Mixed feelings about Tavares' legacy. Tavares' legacy as a Maple Leaf is another contentious issue. Some fans think that while he's had moments of brilliance like key playoff performances, his overall impact has been disappointing. They argue that he was always somewhat overrated and that paying him elite money was a mistake. These fans see Tavares more as a middle six winger than a top-line player. Point 4. Debating Tavares' importance, loyalty, and team culture. There's also a discussion about loyalty and team culture. Some fans express disappointment that Tavares, once hailed as a great captain, might now be considered expendable. They worry that removing his captaincy could negatively affect team morale. However, others argue that Tavares' potential departure would be a natural part of the team's evolution as they try to change their culture for better playoff success. Point 5. Comparing Tavares to other veterans. The conversation also veered into comparisons with veteran players like Steven Stamkos, who recently moved to the Nashville Predators. Some fans note that Tavares could face a similar situation where the team offers him a smaller contract, reflecting his declining role. However, there's also a belief that if Tavares decides to stay for less money, it could help maintain continuity in the team's culture, even if in a reduced role. Point 6. Criticism of the Maple Leafs management. Finally, some fans criticized the Maple Leafs management. They believe the organization has made several mistakes recently, including how they handled Tavares' contract. These fans think the team should have focused more on younger players and see the decision to sign Tavares to such a lucrative deal as a misstep. Is it time for the Maple Leafs to move on from Tavares? In conclusion, Tavares has become a polarizing figure among Maple Leafs fans. While I believe his leadership, experience, and dedication make him a vital part of the team's core and legacy, many fans strongly disagree. For these critics, Tavares' high salary, declining defensive play, and perceived underwhelming impact make him a candidate for a reduced role or even a permanent exit. But now, it's your turn to weigh in, Leafs Nation. What do you think about John Tavares' future with the team? Should the Maple Leafs keep him Or is it time to move on and focus on younger talent? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Toronto Maple Leafs News Today for more exclusive content. See you in the next one.